Luffy ambition, king of the rappers.
What's going on, gang? It's Murado Music with 3-Piece TCG, big Pirates TCG, and 2D. It's the Monkey D Luffy PBEB 3,000 subs spectacularly. Bars, I don't care. That's right, gang. It's the 3,000 sub spectacular, and I've got quite the list for you guys today, as you can see. So smash that like button for your boy. Pop that subscribe, okay? Become one of the 3,000 plus subscribers for your boy. Turn on that bell so you know when that hot, fresh, and ready is up for your boy. And go down in the comments. Let me know, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? I know you. I don't expect to hear what you would do differently, because I don't think anybody has gone this far off the cope edge. But anyways, let's get into. We got silly business, right? Silly business, of course. You see the leader, you love it, you want it. Where can I find some more of it? It's gonna be right here. K Design. Look at that. I just got through that, and I'm moving on. We got to see the Bukkake, a lot of good stuff, the VV. Okay, cool. So yeah, 3-Piece TCG takes 25% off your entire order. Go show my man some love. And the memberships are live, ladies and gentle hams. Now I've got 3,000 plus subscribers. I'm so grateful for you guys, and I'm also extra special grateful for my members. Okay, these are people who keep they keep this boat afloat. So if you are looking to join that 3-piece Navy, dude, be finger smashing and popping. I am dyslexic today. Let me tell you something. Dyslexia is putting on that pressure. All right, big city hooping, get the whole shebang. Put your name on my videos, boy. And get some deck revisions. Call it an emergency deck profile. You say, hey, yo, I need help with this one. I need my emergency deck profile. Word it, and we'll get it out there, all right? But, yeah, really appreciate you guys. It's been a hell of a journey. And, I mean, it's been a year, 3,000 subs, a bunch of members, and a great community. And I feel like together we have made the community that I wanted when I was first getting into this game, a community that fucking feels like locals. You know what I mean? It's great. We ain't got no hen pecking or bullshit talking and stuff like that. I mean, like I don't know if it's. I don't want to blame other people and say like maybe toxic people attract toxic people. I don't want to get into that, but I just feel very fortunate that each and every one of you have made such an impact on my life, and this is my third place, 3-piece, but this is my third place. You got your home life, you got your work life, but then you got that place you come to escape, and that's what I want 3-Piece TCG to be for everybody, right? So in the future, we are looking to have some Copehead Cup tournaments and a lot of big stuff moving forward. And, we're going to keep doing us, man. There's no reason to change the formula. We can always spice it up a little bit, right? So we're going to be doing more. And I just really appreciate all of the love and support from all of my members, all of my subscribers. And guys, this is only the best place in the One Piece community, because y'all made it that way, right? So anyways, enough of that wasn't silly. That was some real business. That was some trill business. Enough of that. Also, I just realized at the end of this video that we hit 3,000 subs, and I've been wanting to do giveaways and stuff. So if you'd like to enter in the giveaway, do like the video, leave a comment, be subscribed, and that will enter you in. That'll give you one enter for the raffle. If you are a level 1 member, you get an extra. Level 2 member, you get 2 extra. Level 3 member, you know what's going on, right? So do all of that jazz, and we'll get this raffle going. And we're raffling off. Where'd it go? Let's get into Purple Black Film Luffy. The film, really? All right, now lock in for your boy, because I'm about to give you a real dick list analysis. Anal is. I'm about to put the anal and analysis. All right, so let's go. This was my last list that I left you guys with, and I said, hey, yo, get rid of that. Put one more Kaido, put one more here, put one more there, and let's just go crazy. And I did, and I got a match. I got one match showing you guys that, right? But then I was like, yo, like I kind of already did that, right? I kind of already showed you guys that. I'm just enhancing that. What if I went a little cray, right? Now, I remember my man Logan commentate, right? Running Gil Tessero, okay? I think he was running 2 of, okay? And what I was thinking was, what if we just went full film? And when I say full film, I mean, I had this out. I even had one of this, believe it or not. I realized this is film. I'm like, oh shit, that's searchable. So yeah, that's great. Let's do 4 of this. Let's do 4 of this. Let's do 4 of this. And I think I also had 4 of the Tesserosas. I even wanted to do this. And that's when I ran into the, hang on. Oh, we also had 4 of this, and we had 4 of this, right? And I started to get like, hang on. What the wuck? You know what I mean? I know that I am very concerned with hitting my ramp, but you know what I'm saying? What? Okay, so there is a list that there is a game I play where it does have this, and it does have, you know, Ain bringing the pain, and you know what I mean, Uda and all that shit, right? And I did have the Searcher, but we were getting rid of the Sanji, I believe. I don't think I had the Sanji for that one, and we definitely didn't have the Peroner, right? And then so after that match, and I won't say against him, but after a match that you will see, it evolved into this. I did keep Zoro always, right? I did always keep Zoro. But after that, it started to evolve, and we started to say, you know what? We want to keep a lot of what we had before, right? We want to enhance. Now, you're not seeing Big Boot Scoot Luffy, you're not seeing Big Mom, and you're not seeing Big Kaido, right? And you're actually not seeing anything above an 8 cost, and that's crazy, right? I feel like this leader works so well with 8 cost threats, with 8 cost bodies, right? And so let's just get into the list real quick. Again, no Searcher, no problem. I understand the apprehension. I understand the criticism. I understand I'm crazy. Cool, I get it. But when I tell you that card, that for those of you who don't know, the law that's in question, it's bottom decking our goodest event in the game, which is Gum Gum Giant. It's bottom decking this. It's not searching this. All it's grabbing is this, and the, you know, it is helping. It is helping to that degree. Don't get me wrong, but it's the impactful cards are going down 4 at a time, and it's just happened too often, right? And we want to try something new, and we've been making it this far without our Searcher, which I completely forgot that we weren't even running. I'm so used to not running it at this point. But okay, so look, let me give you some crazy interactions, all right? Since I've been finding that you guys really love like the in-depth anal isses, okay? Fine, I'm the guy. I put it together. I'm the guy who can tell you better than anybody, all right? So I can't tell you what that symbol on the top right says of the card, but anyways, so we know that we have a leader that Don 1 everybody gets +1 cost, and then when 2 or more are, as in present tense, returned back, you know, 1 active, 1 rested, cool. And then this does the same thing, right? Except for we get 1 active Don. Okay, so we already know that when we put 2 back, we want to activate this one first because it gives us 1 active, then get this 1 active, and then whatever afterwards. Cool. But very interesting, very powerful interactions with this lead, or with this card, is this right fucking here. Skipping the Douglas bullet, I'm sorry, but when you have this established, okay, and then you play this out, this costs you 4 Dawn. Okay, this costs you 4 Dawn, and God forbid you're at 10 Dawn when you play him. Okay, or you play him and then you go into 10 Dawn, whatever the fuck. When you use this ability, you -4. Okay, you -4 Dawn, and then guess what? You get 1 back from Sanji Pudding active. You get 1 back from our leader active, and then another rested. So what used to cost -4 and be a little crazy in a lot of other decks, it literally costs you 1. It literally costs you 1 Dawn negative for you to turn 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less sideways and gain double attack, okay? And not to mention, these Dawn that are coming back active are assisting in your swing. Now, here's another great thing about this interaction, okay? You guys ready? I hope you're fucking strapped in, dog, because this is one of my favorite decks, if not my favorite dick right now, okay? The thing about it is this. With this whole Shanks, everybody talks about this Rosinante and Shanks, right? Rosie, here's Rosie, right? Okay, I'm gonna just put him right here, and then here's Shanks, okay? Everybody talks about this Rosie Shanks like it's the fucking bee's knees, okay? Cool, whatever, dude. The thing about it is, one, this is a 5 for 6 body that you have to keep alive, okay? And you can't keep it alive always. There's nothing you can do when they decide to Beckman, when they decide to pop it, when they, they can do whatever they want to it. Cool. So what it's asking you, this little combination, right? Because then, I played Shanks for 10 and now I got 2 Dawn active. Yeah, I know, that was me. But the thing is that you have to have this survive, okay? You play this out, they've got a turn of 9 Dawn, okay, almost, practically, right? They've got a turn of however many Dawn to get rid of this card, and there's plenty of options to do so. And then, if they fail to do so, then you get to play Shanks. And then you get to have that little, right, cool, whatever, right? Here's the thing about that. With this interaction, you can have this established at any point in time, and the turn you're ready to use their ability, okay? A 9 cost character, because Luffy will typically have +1, or, 1 Dawn, is a lot harder for them to get rid of on their turn than a 5 for 6, right? So after this is already established, then you play Sanji Pudding. Because if you're at 10 Dawn, you don't want a -4 active, right? So you play this out, you get rid of 4 of the 5 Dawn that you've just rested, and then you get 3 of them back. 2 of them are active. Fucking forget about it, dude. This will land every fucking time. It'll land every time you have the cards present, okay? Every time you got the cards present, you can expect this to work. And there's nothing they can do about it. There's no interaction. This isn't Legends of Runeterra where, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, you play that, and I'm going to pop it with it. There's nothing they can do. They got to sit there and watch the show. So huge implications for this combination right here. I love it to death, okay? Going into Uda. Uda is because I know it may not look like it. I know this deck, this list may... Let me tell you something about this list. It's a grower, not a shower. Even though I'm showing you. Memories. I'm showing you. But it goes deceptively wide, deceptively fast. And when it does, this procs our ability. It's only a -2, so, we're getting 2 active Dawn back. I mean, bananas. Fucking bananas. Now, this isn't on play, so to get the most out of the Sanji, you have to have it established first. But if you're going to 8 Dawn, chances are you've had it established. It's not a big deal. And then it helps on defense because this is an 8 cost. This is an 8 cost. This is a 6. This is a 7. This is a 7. This is a 6, right? So it really does assist in our defense of our board and our leader, who's also 6 until the start of our next turn, okay? And then we're big city swinging, all right? We love Uda, man. Okay, so now Shiki. Shiki has a great interaction with Black Maria where the turn you play Black Maria, right? You can go up 5 Dawn. Let's do some boy math. If I'm at my turn 2, even if you won't be able to do that. Let me not get too excited. But anyways, Black Maria's ability to ramp 5 Dawn. If they're already established and you were to do that the next turn, guess what? Even though you're not at 8, you can play up to 2 Shikis. You can play as many Shikis as you want. and you would be able to proc their ability. But yes, Shiki is a blocker. It's a 1k body, and if you have 8 or more Dawn on your board, you get to discard, you get to draw 1 card and discard 1, so we get to cycle, and that really does help us in this dick, right? And it wasn't something I was planning on doing, but you know, it's one of the cards that after playing full film, you know, after going full film, we decided to keep it, and you're gonna see how useful it is. Black Mirror, I kind of already went into that. Just be interested in the interactions between Black Mirror and Pudding, because there are some times where there's no reason to do Black Mirror's ability, because I mean it does give you 1 active Dawn. You know what I mean? If even if it doesn't ramp you, but when you have Pudding out there and you Black Mirror, you will actually ramp, you will actually net positive 1 and not just 1, but get 2 active Dawn. Sanji, we're running 4 Sanjis with the can, Sam. Let me tell you, this card has become so I love it. I love it. It's quickly skyrocketed. I know I'm like probably the last horse to cross the finish line, but we're running 4 of it because it really does apply that big city pressure. It goes great into Shanks. It goes great. These 7k bodies go great into Shanks. 8k, you know, they all go great into Shanks. Yeah, and it's turning cards sideways. We're rushing. We're doing the damn thing. Okay, cool. And it's a 1k counter. Zoro's ramp, you already know. The best play you can do is if you're going second and you can Zoro into Zoro and have 1 Dawn active and swing with your leader for 6. Guild Testarossa. Okay, the Testarossa. All right. This man drives fast. You can see it. He's got wings on his glasses, okay? Like, he's got a star and a flower, okay? Golden buttons, ruffles. Big card. Now, I've seen Logan commentate, you know, dear friend of the channel, playing, I believe it was at 2 of, and it was a -2 Dawn. You draw 2 cards when attacking. This card works so great with this leader, right? But once you get that Pudding out there, oh, you're telling me that I use this ability to ramp? You're telling me that I use this ability and I ramp positive 1 Dawn, and 2 of those are active. Like, get out of town. Drawing 2 cards. There is no cycling. There is no, oh, but you got to try. No. This card changes the fucking game. Not to mention that it becomes a 6 cost body, 6 cost character, I should say, because of, you know, Luffy's ability, making it a teensy weensy harder to pop. And then, of course, when we get Uda out there, it's a 7k body. So yeah, it's incredible card. And because of our leader's ability, because of Pudding, there'll be games where you're able to activate both of these abilities and kind of not give a fuck. It's pretty crazy. I think I've already touched on Bullet enough, but yeah, that activate main. Look, this card used to be, this card was what I wanted to work back when Green Purple Dofi released. I wanted this card to work so fucking bad, and it just didn't. That's fine. Maybe it was my skill level at the time, but we've grown, all of our hockeys have grown exponentially. And we are living in a time where Enel is just gone and doesn't have Raigo, right? There is no Raigo is what I should be saying. There is no Raigo. There is no Ice Age. That greatly inhibits our opponent's ability to get rid of this card the turn that it's played, where before it was just too slow, right? Before it was getting replaced, it got replaced by Horny Ass Jones. The idea got replaced by Horny Ass Jones because for 7, what? Is Jones not? Oh, I always call him Horny. It's Hody Jones. Anyways, for 7 and 8, this, you know, you're getting a rest to blah, 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 and you have rush. So it was the faster bullet, faster than a speeding bullet. However, this bullet is caught up, and now the bullet is kind of like the one that comes out of that sniper rifle from a mile away, and then, you know what I mean? That's what this one does. I hope you appreciated the sound effects. That just came to me. But yeah, resting 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less and then gaining double attack is absolutely bananas. You will find yourself, and you will find me, spoiler alert, swinging larger swings with this one and then swinging with others. And it's because when they have 5 cards in their hand, we really want to make sure they go from 2 life to 0 before we start swinging with everything else, right? We want this to land more than anything. And of course, you don't want to waste a double attack chipping away with your other characters and taking them from 2 to 1. That's crazy sauce. Now, if they're at 3, cool. You can swing if you feel like it's not going to throw it off. But yeah, that's the Douglas with the bullet. You know what I'm saying? Man, one of my favorite cards, and I'm so happy, so proud to be able to bring it back. I can't wait for people to talk about how, you know, they were cooking this up last night and they came across this inspiration. You know, who came to them in a dream or in a vision. Get the fuck out of here. 3-piece TCG. That's who came on you. Fucking 3-piece TCG. 3-piece TCG came on you, boss. Usohachi, best fucking 2K in the world. Okay, Perona. We got to talk about Perona. I threw Perona in there because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw Perona out there and I'm gonna trash a card. No. Let me go ahead and fix this for you guys. Write me out. Suru is the answer. That's Suru. Suru was the correct answer because Suru, we can play one on Suru. We can play Suru and we could turn even that Katakuri blocker sideways and go for double attack. You see what I'm saying? Like now we're future proofing. But yeah, we can turn an 8K body sideways. Get him the fuck out of here. Or 8 cost body with Suru. So yeah. And then of course, you know, we're KOing here. So Perona just didn't assist in anything. But she's my Perona, you know? So Suru's the answer. Sanji, you already know you don't have to have 4 of them, but I like to see him every time on curb. So we run that. Gatling to mitigate the, what's that, 6, 10, 14, 18, 21, 24. We got some bricks. Half the dicks is bricks. However, understand that we know what the fuck we're doing. I don't fucking know. Like, yeah, okay, like, fuck out of here. Anyways, Gum Giant also mitigates the bricks. Best counter of all time. And then Lion's Threat, no longer searchable because we don't have a searcher, but I'm still rocking with this. It procs our leader's ability. It gets rid of 5 or less, which Booby Smoker, Cavendish, nobody can get around it. You can't be powered up and get around our KO. We're still rocking with this, okay? A little harder to land, a little trickier to land, you know, do this and this in the same turn, you know? But it is what it is, man. We ain't worried about it. But that is a lot of yapping, but hey, I feel like, you know, I've seen you guys really appreciate the mind behind the build, right? And the understanding. And you know what? That's why I'm putting chapters in these videos. So if you don't want to hear me talk and give you the goods, you can skip right to the money shots for all I care. It doesn't matter, right? You know, whatever you're here for, I got you. But this is a very unique list, and I'm very proud of it. And this is the most proud I've been since fucking, you know, Plofy. How it will fare into the meta and shit, I don't really give a fuck. It's so fun to play, but we are playing meta with this list, so I will be showing you those games. When I tell you that even in my learning, shit, dude, we definitely have a positive win percentage. I'm no fucking cap. No cap on the bottle. Positive win percentage. I don't want to cap and tell you just how much I feel I won, because I don't feel I lost very often at all with this list. You know, like I said, I'm not going to get into the cap. I'm just going to give you the list. I'm going to give you the matches. You are going to see the consistency. And that's what it's all about. So lock in for this one, gang. Purple Black Luffy in the EBO2 meta, and we are taking hashtag no prisoners. All right, let's get into these smashes, shall we? So we come across a Senor Shanky, Hanky Panky, comes from Senor Shanky, right? We do the mulligan, and this is how it all started, right? So I felt like I should show you guys at least one match because it was just one match before I got bit by that cope bug, before the cope in the air made its way through my nostrils. There was a cope pie at that windowsill, and the little steam, the little scent came all the way up, and just I was playing, I was minding my own business. Like, cope, cope pie, pie o cope. Yeah. Okay. So, anyhow, before I lost my full mind, we got to ramp. We got to play out Zoro. We got to play out Pudding. Pudding is a great card into Shanks because it requires them to not just simply Ben Beckman, not just Lucky Roo, not just what's their name, Rayleigh, Swaley, right? They gotta throw a little Otama in that mix, right? They gotta do a little something extra, right? They gotta have a stage. They're gonna have to minus us. It's gonna cost more cards. It's gonna take a little Hongo Jerry action, right? So that's why we love playing 7K bodies into Shanks. You know, spoiler alert. That's what we're doing in our new Plofy as well. Okay, so right here, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna keep my guys alive, or excuse me, stay a little healthy, and I'm already at 7. Wait, is that 7? No, we're at 8. Cool. So we're gonna be able to bing bop boom. Let's turn that building snake sideways and swing into it. That's right. Even if you minus, you still got to give me 2 cards out of your 7-card hand. They let it go as to be expected. Now we can go ahead and pop the Silver's Rayleigh, dog. Yo, just the ruthless aggression. Okay, the ruthless aggression. Putting on that big city brush. I mean, yo, right out the gate, the list is performing great. And you're gonna wonder, well, why did I even think to do anything else? Don't worry about it. So they're swinging 7 into 5, and then they've got the dragon swing. Now that dragon swing can really chap our ass. Getting rid of one of our 7Ks would really #not be it, sis. But we do have a Gum Gum Gatling, and we can easily get rid of, we got 2 of the Luffs. And that looks like that's what we get rid of, is one of the Luffs. Okay, so now we're at 9. Now we're at 9. I mean, yo, big ass Luffy. Put the big stick out there. Okay, we actually ramped positive. We actually went pro. No, we actually netted positive 1 Dawn from that interaction. Swinging 6 into 5. Swinging 7 into 5. And remember, I always tell you guys, the best way to beat Blackbeard or beat Shanks is to take their big Blackbeard or their big Shanks out of the game. At this juncture, if they were to play a Shanks, it's all but Sudi, right? Because the city of Sui, the Sui city. I like that. Yeah, it's all but Sui City, because what are you going to defend with? You've got nothing to defend with. We've effectively just ran them into the ground, right? And that's what this deck can do. I mean, and these aren't casual, 4s and 5s out there. These is 7, 7, and 10, okay? We're actually inviting them into swinging into our life. We want them to believe that they can take us out because we have a Gum Gum Giant that is going to easily get us over the dragon. Actually, not that damn easy. Yeah, not that damn easy, actually. I was thinking that I must have thought I had a 6K leader. Not that damn easy. But it's just like that, okay? They were sitting on a gold mine, right? They were sitting on a gold mine. But we kept it under their buns, right? We kept it right under them, and that was that. I mean, that's it. Like I've said before, I know I didn't play that last list out for you guys, but I wanted to do something a little different, right? Because I've already showed you guys what it's going to be, and I was like, you know what? I got an idea. Let me run with it. I think the gang will like it, right? I fat thumbed clicking on Jewelry Bonney. Okay, I did not think about, because Jewelry Bonney is just a terrible matchup. It's almost like, why would I want to figure out how to play this matchup with a deck that I'm still learning how to play, right? Or I'm still trying to see if it's even viable, right? Now, we are going to continue to develop this list, right? This was the first match with this list, okay? So we chose to Lion's Threat one of their Jewelry Bonnies. That way, when they pick no cards to draw with one Jewelry Bonney, they won't be coming back with another one. Or excuse me, they won't be able to backdoor. Now this one right here, I got Ain, you know what I'm saying? Ain bringing the pain, am I right? We actually get rid of the Rosinante. Okay, they're here to search. They're here to search. They want to search one more again, okay? And I can't blame them after not pulling anything significant, right? But we do want to get rid of that Jewelry Bonney as soon as possible because we do not want them. Oh, my man. My man. I love it. We play out Pudding. We get rid of the Cavendish. We're ramping. We're going to go ahead and swing 6 into Jewelry Bonney. Okay, they turn that sideways. That's okay with us because it's fairly easy to defend, right? Especially if they're trying to develop simultaneously. Now, they can come at us with some horny-ass Jones action, but that would help them get rid of Ain, bringing the pain, not Sanji Pudding, okay? So with this initial build, you see a lot of film. I mean, you see a lot of film on my hand. You see a lot of film on the board. I was really concerned with continuing to make sure that I have that ramp available while finding the consistency in the film package, right? Yeah, we had to say goodbye to that one. That hashtag sucks. Okay, so now though, I'm thinking we could develop, yes, and we gain, and then we can not just Ain bring the pain, Degulas Bulutes, Augustus Gulas, save some rumors for laters. Okay, we could also do that. So I'm really trying to figure out what the hell I want to do. And you guys see how 8 cost characters seem to be very doable. Right? Okay, so I could have swung 6, but I'm wanting to feint as if I have a como se dice. I feel like a weird zzz. Anyways, like a feedback somewhere. Anyways, I want to pretend, I want to role play as a player that actually has a Gum Gum Giant. So we get rid of Shiki, which has no business outside of just being Shiki and cheeky. We draw into another Shiki. So at this juncture, they're not able to find a Rosinante, which is hashtag awesome for us. I think it's time to backdoor with the Uda. Oh, yeah. Smoked Uda? You gotta love it. And then check this out. So we're already back at 10, okay? If we do anything with him, right, we turn these, up, down, left, right, switch it up like Nintendo, I believe. We can swing 14 straight into 8. You got to give me all the cards in your hand. I want all of them. Holy shit, he actually can counter? What a dirtbag. Bro. Okay, so they can counter. Because of Uda, everybody's plus 1k though, okay? Including Douglas Bullet, who is 11k. Now, when we find them in the situation that they're having to top deck game-breaking cards, that's when you're going to win against Jewelry Bonney. Now, is it automatic? No. I mean, they could have drawn into fucking bitch-ass Shanks, right? They could have drawn into bitch-ass Shanks, and he could have got rid of our Douglas Bullet just like that, right? But you know what? That's not what fucking happened. So, S my C, as I would see. They got one card in hand. They're going to swing 13 into 11, and we got that counter for that ass, okay? Now we're back at 8. We're back at 8 because we did use Douglas Bullett's ability, but how crazy is it that we use his ability and we're still at 8? Am I right? So now we're definitely going down. And what we're thinking here is, while they do have a, they do have one, we can swing 10 there. We know they can't counter out. Okay, good. They got rid of that. Now we have enough to clean everybody else up, right? We're going to go ahead and clean up the entire board. You cannot do anything about it. What did you draw? Did you draw the most pivotal card in the world? Did somebody send me a text message? I hope the answer is unfortunately yes to both of them. Okay, so we play out Guild Tessero. Okay, Guild Testarosta. All right, and put on Do Not Disturb. They're swinging 12 into 10. We gotta let them go. All right. So at this point, I'm like, fuck. Did I lose steam? Right? Did I lose steam? I lost bullet. My silver Douglas bullet. Yo. They got Uda too. They got Uda too. All right. So I'm setting this up now. I'm thinking, me today, swing everything. Yes, swing everything into that. Pray to God they ain't got a 2K. Okay. So that resolves first, and then we get to draw cards back on the flip side. We get rid of Dofalamungus. Okay. So we know they ain't got a 2K. We know they got to take that. Great. We just drew. Great. Right? Like the Tekken. We just drew into another Douglas bullet, another Guild Testarosta. All right. We got a 2K. We can give a 2K. All right. I'm also hashtag a little interested in taking this life. It's a Bueno Vista. All right. So we got 2 life. They've got a 9K swing coming at our ass. All right. Yeah. Hashtag not that excited about it. Okay. Now, I fucked up. I developed a blocker instead of just playing out a bitch ass blocker, or excuse me, instead of swinging and then developing a blocker. That would have had us big city chilling. And then I go ahead and search for something else. I am imploding at this point. I have lost my full fucking mind, if you will. If I play this blocker out, and I do, that is another telltale sign that I have lost it mentally. Okay. So what should have taken place was a good big city swing into that, and then we develop 2 Shikis, which draws 2 cards, as you saw, and we keep some Dawn up for Gum Gum Giant. At this point, I am big city resting on the fact that they're not going to draw into a horny ass Jones that will be able to rest my 2 blockers and then swing for the rest of the world, right? It is fair for them to not have it, because God bless, they got to have everything. And if they do that, then they've got to be able to finish me off, or I've finished myself off. Hey, anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and block out here. This tells me they don't have the horny Jones, right? Yeah, we're gonna keep a 7K swinger for sure, and they're gonna get rid of it. It looks like. Yeah, they're getting rid of it now. I don't know if I had a gamma knife in this list, but they're trying to think of what they want to do. Okay, they choose to swing. They know that we can swing into them. They booby smoker our ass. So that means we're not able to finish them this turn. Okay, I'm going to swing 9 into that fucking face. Putting 2 back. Okay. And we draw 2 cards. We're going to go ahead and develop an Uda. We keep 2 Dawn active sexually. And if they swing with anybody other than Booby Smoker, we can Uda and we can turn Booby Smoker sideways. Okay, these are things they're not used to dealing with, as you can see. So as much as I would like to not block or spend any kind of anything on this one, it does get me out of a sticky situation in the next swing, right? So let's see what we do. I mean, I really hope that we block and turn that Booby Smoker sideways. because then they still have 3 attacks. We counter out. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we're getting really interesting. I understand the apprehension if they have a horny ass Jones, but now we've got 3 swings. We do have 3 life, but now we've got 3 swings, and maybe that's what I was trying to set myself up for. Obviously, I'm a genius, right? But obviously, I have observation hockey, right? But I'm not crazy about it. Now, if they were to develop a blocker, they don't. We're going to go ahead and block there, and they concede. They just didn't have it. Now, what's crazy is that the amount of times that I beat these like meta decks and they DIE on their seatbelt, right? And you can only imagine. I mean, I guess they didn't have any blocker to play off of it. They would have just lost it to Shigi. And that while they do have a lot of counter, it was just one big swing away from going. But I mean, saw the same thing happen with the Shanks. You develop this board that they're uncomfortable playing their best cards, so they don't, and then you win, right? So I was like, this has got to be like a 1 in a million, right? And I was like, okay, let's give it another shot. Let's keep testing. Let's keep testing. So I continue to improve the list. And as you can see, we already got some more of our old friends in here, right? Now, I believe this is a couple matches later, right? And I believe I just wanted to keep it Bonney to Bonney, right? But anyhow, so this is a couple matches later, and I believe that this list is a lot closer to the list that, I showed you guys in the introduction. Okay, so I've got 3 Dawn sexually active. We already did our leader ability with our Zoro, so there was no reason to lion threat. And we do like to save the lion threats for their actual threats, like this fucking boner right here. So we're going to give them that 2K. That's fine. We can do a couple things here. We can, if I'm not mistaken, no, we can absolutely play out Lion's threat, get rid of Tashigi, and then play out a Perona. Or we could play out Guild Tessero, right? And that Testarosta is going to be drawing us some cards, Jack. Yeah, let's play out that card drawing engine, okay? The good old Testarosta drawing us some cards, okay? That's that Logan commentate tech. Logan commentate tech. Yeah. Anyways, 5 to 5. We can keep it alive, bars, but will we? We choose to do so. Okay. Now, I think I've already mentioned that Perona's never a bad choice, but Suru would have suited me a lot better in this list, because if I have Suru out there and I play out that Douglas Bullet, I'm good to even. I can rest an 8 cost. You see what I'm saying? Anyhow, go for game kind of shit. So, man, we draw into 2 more cards. We are hashtag loving it, okay? Now, we've got to get rid of the bullshit Tashigi, but peep game here, guys. While they are at 9 Dawn, we have 4 eligible bachelors. This is a big city development here. Now, I would have loved to get another Testarossa out there, right? However, if they were to do some kind of kid play, right? And they were to, yeah, you can have that. If they were to bring Kid out and, bring the Rosinante business, I wouldn't be able to get rid of anybody then. You see what I'm saying? So we wanted to get rid of Tashigi, and then we just keep it moving, all right? So now I can swing 8 into that 6. Unfortunately, it's looking like I'm going to swing 10 into 6. It's looking like Testarossa is frozen, bricked up, if you will, from Carrot. We've all been there. I'm going to go ahead and use this to also get rid of their other only threat on the board. Now look at the Dawn I've got. I got 6 Dawn ready to roll, gang, all right? Give me that other Testarossa, okay? The Testarossa. That's a fast car. And let me tell you something. My man in that jacket goes fast. One thing about that jacket, he's not jacket off. There's no jacket off. He just goes fast. Okay, so Sanji is a great play. We choose to keep it alive. We want all that pressure. Okay, so we play out Douglas Bullet. Okay, I don't know why. Oh, because we didn't want to put back active Dawn, sexually active Dawn. So we swing 7. We gain Dawn. We ain't worried about a damn thing. Okay, we can swing another 7. Are we putting on that big city pressure or what? Or what? Or what? Is it pressure or nah? I'm gonna swing 5 and then 7? Not even making sense anymore. All of that. That's it. Cooked. Look at that board. Play out a kid. Somebody come play out a kid. I don't even care if you get rid of one of them because I don't want to play over any of them. Please. Oh shit, they're going for face. Yeah, Gum Gum Giant and the Roar. We got Horny Ass Jones. Horny Ass Jones. Wait, I took the hit? Oh, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Yeah, we wanted. Dang, they knew we had it. Look, they had kids. They have kids. They don't want to play them. They don't want to play the kids. Tell me why. Chat, comment down below why they don't want to play their kids into this fucking busted ass board. Tell me why Bugless Dullet fucking freaks them out. What's going on? Augustus Douglas save some bullets for later. Tell me why, bro. Tell me why. I think you know why. I think we all know why. I mean, when you wake up and you boot up the sim, this is you think you're gonna probably run into a purple black Luffy. You got some fanatics out here, right? You got some big purple black Luffy enthusiasts, right? But you don't think you're running into this bullshit. You might think you know you're gonna run into this, and you know you're gonna run into this. You probably didn't think you're gonna run into this. That's for sure, right? I mean, Logan was the only one I knew playing Tessero in this, right? But you damn sure fucking know you ain't running into this bullshit. You ain't got to deal with this bullshit. This bullet shit. You ain't got to deal with this bullet shit. But yeah, if they would have got rid of something here, I would have played this out. Everybody would have been a 7, 8, or 11, 6. You know what I'm saying? And we would have got busy, boy. We would have got busy. Anyways, let's keep it. Okay, so I'm a little salty about this one because I thought I was recording and I was not. However, it wound up being a really good one, and you know what, like, I need to jump into some of these matches halfway through because I've got so many matches to show you. But anyways, historically, they love ponies with big. Okay, historically, Piss Kid has been a very tough purple and black matchup. Very tough matchup for purple and black, I should say. Very tough. I mean, I've told you guys, I feel like I could have an added power, which allows me to draw whatever card I want at whatever time once per turn, and I would still lose. Anyhow, we're in the war room. We've got this established. We got the Douglas Bullet out, and we're just here to have a good time, okay? So we know what they can trigger into, right? And we've obviously been developing. And this is the same kind of developing we did last game. It's the same kind of developing. I feel like with this list, I'm developing faster and gooder. You know what I'm saying? So what do we call that? We call that consistency, right? We draw into a Sanji pudding and got rid of. I don't know what we did there. But anyways, okay. So they got 7. Yowzas. We got to be able to defend Guild Tessero. So we're going to give up that blocker, okay? They're going to give us that. It's Big City tough. McGruff, the crime dog, because we don't want to do that. Now, look, they only got 3 cards in their hand. While they do have a blocker, they only have 3 cards in their hand, okay? Also, that blocker's a 5 cost. Guess what Douglas Bullet does? Turn that bitch sideways, blah. Turn that bitch sideways, all right? Now, we turn that sideways. We got a double attack. Now, I hope me back then thinks as well, Damn, we're all the way low. We're at 4 Dawn right now. But I really hope that we continue to swing, and then we just load it up on Douglas Bullet and put the rest. And I think that's what I'm doing. I think I'm getting a little hashtag greed. So they got rid of a 2K. We know they got a 2K. Okay. Oh, they get rid of another 2K. Perfect. Now we give them 7. Okay. We know they ain't going nowhere. 246 is 11. We know, we mapped that out. There's no way you get that. Okay. We've made it through this round. Gang, they went from what? They went from 5 life to 1 life. 5 life to 1, okay? 5 life to 1 in 1 round. Look at this development. Look at this board. Somebody come look at this. All right, so we pass it back. Okay, so we got 3 life. We're not really worried about life. We're worried about protecting our board at this point. Okay. It would behoove them to definitely make one of those laws the blocker. That way we're not able to turn it sideways. However, at this juncture, the way we are... Oh, we choose to keep that alive. Oh my gosh. Yowzas. Okay. Okay. No, you gotta let that go now. They got rid of our draw engine. That's fine. We're gonna keep that alive. Yeah. Okay. So while they have 2 blockers, it's not big city blocking. There's nothing big city about what they got going on, because they do have some bodies, right? They do only have 3 cards in hand. So once we get over this, we're scot-free. Now, Douglas is not going to use their ability this time because, yes, as I'm thinking and figuring it out, oh, okay. But it was important for us to get rid of that Scratchman of poo-poo. So now we're swinging 5. You got to give us something. They give us a 2K. That is a great indication that we should continue swinging minimal investment cards. Minimal investment swings, I should say. I'm going to swing 7 at that ass, okay? Now you have to decide, do you have enough there? And if so, if you don't, then you got to block. And then can you take an 8 and a 10? They actually take. Okay, they chose option what the fuck, right? Do you got 10? I don't think you got 10. You don't got 10. You don't got it. You ain't got it, dog. You ain't got it. They disconnect. No GGs were exchanged. Look at the board. Look at the board. Goodness gracious. All right, we had a 2K coming out. We had actually 2 2Ks coming out of trash. I love it. I love it. I was asked by a subscriber, do I think that Purple Black Luffy can or will surpass or be as good as Green Purple Luffy? Gang, I gotta say, we haven't even seen the starter deck yet, and my money is on, that's a huge horsefly. Purple Black Luffy. Sorry. Green and purple are my favorite colors in life, not necessarily in this game, but my favorite colors. And I feel like Purple Black Luffy's already hooping, and then it's gonna get a starter deck. And if that starter deck is half as impactful as the purple starter deck was for 05 Luffy, yeah, dude, they're about to pop the fuck off. Okay, now swinging 10 into 5, they're gonna get it. Both of us 4 life leaders are down to 3, right? Their cost is at 5. Now this right here, this is why I wish I had my Surus instead of Peroners. I had a boner of a play of a deck build moment, because yeah, Suru plus Sanji or Suru plus this, no matter what, that card was getting gone, right? Well, now it's here to stay. So do with that what you will. I feel that the match would be even less close than it is. You get what I'm saying? So I decided to do a little interesting sauce, right? And it's a very interesting interaction when you're able to ramp up. Look at this. I'm cycling through my dick as we speak right in front of you guys. So we ramped up with Black Maria. We were not at 8 Dawn yet. And because we did that, we were able to, look at this. Somebody look at this. We're able to play 2 Shikis out, which give us block, right? They ain't got no ways to pop cards or turn them sideways, right? And we also got to draw and cycle our hand, okay? So like, fuck the wuck. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Going Merry, they're developing, okay? The Going Merry is going to protect one of these cards out here, but it's not going to protect all of them. Good for us. Do we give up a blocker? We give up a blocker, yeah. Hesitantly though, because what we don't want to do is give up all of our blockers, because we know that we're going to get some big city swings coming at our ass, okay? So, a couple things. We decided to do this first, right? And that's going to bring us all the way. Well, we already knew we were going to go back to 10, but we're going to have active Dawn, okay? All the way back to 10. And maybe I'm either mid-wipe or hashtag big regret, okay? But I do like playing out this Uda from a defensive standpoint, if nothing else, because it really helped with it's going to help us stay alive, right? Okay, so what are we thinking here? We can swing 6 to 6, then we could swing, well, if we invest 1 Dawn, we don't have a Gum Gum Giant. I think we need that Gum Gum Giant more than anything. That's right. We can swing 6 there. If they counter out, that would assist us in swinging at the 7K body. They choose to counter out. They've only got 5 cards in hand. Instead, we still continue for life. We're going to go ahead and race them out of this thing, apparently. Now, I don't think that's wise. Yeah, we didn't do anything for ourselves. We actually lost a Dawn there. Big city mistakes. And, hey, that's why we leave them in. That's why I post the games, because it teaches, right? Okay, right here, this is no man's land. We are the mayor of no man's land right now, okay? Because they're going to be able to do that voodoo that they do so well. A total of 4 times. Fuck the wuck. We actually take a hit, okay? Okay, I think we're feeling a little comfortable with our math at this point. We take, wow. Okay, cool. They're going to have to take another life, okay? So they've already taken 2 lives from this whole debacle. We've got it. I mean, we're coasting. That's it. That's the game. There's no way you're gonna have 18. That's it. Oh yeah. Oh well, wait. You ain't gonna have to have 18, but still. Yeah. No Dawn up for their Gum Gum Giants. We were at 5 going to 7. We would swing 7. They've got that right there. Then we would swing simple 8, and they wouldn't have it. Or I would actually put 1 on. Actually, 8. No, we'd have to add 1 here. Yeah, and then we'd have to add 1 here. Or we wouldn't have to add 1 here. We could save it all for that. But anyways, actually, in a situation where it would have been better for me to just do 2 big swings, because I would have wasted 1 Dawn investing in my leader. So, but yeah, that's crazy. I mean, they did exactly what they wanted to do, and we were able to pull that together. I mean, you know, I really think it came down to this play right here, because they had an unusually good hand, unusually good play, and getting 2 of these out. You see what I'm saying? And if I had that Suru, of course, I would have gotten rid of 1. Then I would have been able to get rid of the other the next turn. But anyways, yeah, they had an unusually good hand, and we also developed with the techness, right? With the technique. Don't sweat the technique, dog. So anyways, let's get to the next one. Man, that was a great match. Okay, so this is another one of me testing. I forgot to oh shit, there's a lot going on. I forgot to hit record, but I was still testing, and I was like, okay, let's see what's going on with Teach, right? As you can see, I've got the boys out. I got the boys out right now. They're gonna get rid of this Shiryu's gonna get rid of Zoro, and they're gonna fucking whatever the hell my finger pistol They're gonna finger bang my Tessero, right? So we're black holed, right? They're not at 10 Dawn yet. We decide to play pudding. We do this thug dizzle, okay? And I'm like, are you guys looking at the field right now? Are you looking at the Dawn? They've only got 4. We want to make sure this lands. And I say, yo, do you got another 11? Hashtag no. Hashtag tech. Hashtag SWAT. Okay. So I'm like, oh, Augustus Googlis Bulletus save some room for later does work into this. Okay. And I'm like, well, I gotta start now. I actually gotta fish. I don't normally fish for different matchups, but I'm like, yo, I gotta look for a Blackbeard. We gotta make this happen, especially because I fucking wasted this footage, right? So after some time, here comes that Blackbeard, right? Here comes the Blackbeard matchup. And let's see, they chose to go first. That's very typical. And you never know what kind of Blackbeard you're going to play against. By that I mean, you don't know if they're going to be the black hole you from turn 1, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, obviously they got the Jesus burgers they're trying to stack and shit like that. But lately a lot of Blackbeards have been not black holing us early and often, and instead saving it for the later rounds so that they have so many more cards in hand, right? All right, so they're gonna swing 8 into 5. You got that. But if you swing 8 into 5, that means your hand is jive. Remember that. Swinging 8 into 5, that hand is jive, Jack. Now they did not black hole us, right? I'm gonna swing 6 into 5. The reason being is I had a feeling my spider senses were tingling. I knew they would go ahead and take it, right? And it also allows me to preserve my Zoro, because if I develop first, like I always do when playing Simulator, I would have got F'd in the A had they triggered, and it seems like they always trigger. This is the most trigger-happy Malak deck I've ever seen in my life, okay? All they do is trigger. God bless. They said, I build 500 million. Build, not bid. Anyways, so they draw into a M. Bison, okay? Or a Vega, or a Dictator, depending on what region that you grew up playing Street Fighter. They shear you that ass, okay? They fucking Zoro. Tell me I'm not the only one who plays Street Fighter 6. It's from my dog. It's from my dog Dirty Panda out there. So 6, 7 into 5. Oh shit. They take. Alright. Wait. Oh, we're black hold, so the Sanji wouldn't work. Okay. That wouldn't have mattered. Okay, so now what they at? 7 Dawn? Hey, you did it to yourself, Jack. You're gonna have to sit out. You're gonna have to wait some turns, alright? So we do have a Lion's Threat, and I think is the only card they can't get rid of. Because if they play a Jesus Burger, then we're just stuck there looking at it, right? Let's see what's going on. They're thinking, dog, and this is why I record the games while I'm taking a shot, and then we play it back at 1.5 speed, because we ain't got the time. Right? I'm over here wanting to fast forward right meow. What are we doing? Is it at 1.5 speed? They're making me feel like it's so much longer. It's at 1.5 speed. Okay, there we are. Yeah, I gotta take it. We're okay with going down to 2, but we don't want to go any less than 2. All right, 6 into 5. We said no. Crusher. They said crusher. No crusher. Oh, you gotta make yourself laugh. You make yourself laugh. Guess what? Hashtag independence. All right. We top dick into a Douglas Bullets, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. I said, fuck yeah, let's do it. What can we get rid of? Sure, we can do some things. I think right now I was trying to figure out, can I Lion Threat that ass and then Douglas Bula? but I don't think I can, and I don't think we can afford to make that kind of a mistake. So we swing 6 into 5. We draw our 2 bricks, okay? But hey, I'd rather draw them off of Testarossa than need to top deck something really good and get F in the A. They fucking finger bang our Testarossa, okay? I wish I lived this like highlight reel of a One Piece career where everything just goes our way, but it doesn't, and that's what makes it beautiful. That's what makes it relatable. Hashtag relatable, because this is what's gonna happen to you, right? You watch the guys and they play some fucking rinky dink ass matchup. They play some copehead ass like fucking the other fucking what's his name? The other samurai, the other Odin. You know what I mean? They ain't even playing the red green Odin, and they want to show you how good their deck is. It's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Quit sucking at content creating. Anyways, we play meta in this bitch. We may not play meta, like our dick may not be meta, but we test against the meta for you guys, okay? Because, you know, what does it matter if it can beat Vivi? Like, what? Lame. You're lame. 7 to 5. 7 to 5. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that Zur. Yeah, we got rid of the Zoro. And look, they're trying to hit us. They said take a Krisha. Damn it, they got it. No question mark. Just the Krisha. All right. They develop. They bring out 2 double meat Jesus burgers. They're threatening lethal. They are hashtag threatening lethal. I'm about to give you guys one of my favorite interactions, though. One of my favorite new interactions. So we see that Pudding and Sanji Pudding, the Spud, or Papas, if you're hablas Espanol. We see that Bugless Dullet. I'm fucking with his name too much. We see that Bugless Douglets sends 4 back, right? Well, that's damn near the cost of Pudding and Sanji. So go ahead and do that, and then Sanji's ability. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Did I freeze the game? Okay, thank God. I'm thinking about it. I'm obviously thinking about it. Oh, because Uda's also on the field. Yeah. What about Uda? We could play Uda. We choose the Pudding Sanji. We choose Papas or Uda. Okay, I felt like the kids wanted to see the interaction this time. Normally we go for the bigs. I know. But look at this. I did his fucking ability, and I still have 7 Dawn. Is that 7 Dawn active? Sexually? Yo, forget about it. I'm gonna be able to swing 11 twice again for game. Swing 11 twice again for game. There's no way you got this. There's no way. And if they do, we're a little fucked. I don't know. No, we ain't fucked. Because if they do, then we just pivot. We can, Shiki wouldn't do shit for us. Oh, they ain't got it. I'm still a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still a little scared. So, I'm glad we did it right. I'm glad we did it the right way, okay? Here's why we did it that way. Because 9 to 5 Dolly Parton style is Dolly Parton jutsu is still great. It's still great. You still got to give me 3 cards of your 7 cards, okay? You still got to have 2 2Ks and a 1K, or a shit ton of 1, right? And then we still got 2 Gum Gum Giants. They're they ain't even fucking got it. They ain't even got it. What are we talking about? No GGs. What's up with these Blackbeard players and no GGs? I guess I wouldn't expect somebody who's playing Blackbeard to be a sportsman, right? You're not looking up to a saint. You know, you're not looking up to a sportsman of any caliber. But anyways, that's besides the point. We swung 11 because we definitely want them to go to 0. We definitely want them to go to 0, right? Now, we felt a little apprehensive on the back end, right? Because they had 7s. They had... And they would be able to throw a teach. However, after they gave us their entire hand, they're going to be in that position where they don't have any cards, any counter in their hand, right? Because if you only have 2 counter and I'm swinging 7, you've got to give me your last 2 cards or you die, right? Or you can block. If you give me your last 2 cards, I know you ain't got shit. I can swing big with this, and I can at least get rid of whatever the fuck, right? I can at least, you won't even be able to counter out, and you will lose your teach, okay? And then whatever we do, right? But yeah, so that was the plan. That was what we were putting them into, and we had to whatchamacallit, we were gonna draw trash, it looks like, but we had a 2K. But anyways, that's why we do things, okay? Don't ever say I don't. I'm explaining things to you guys. Well, there you have it, gang. Hey, I'm feeling this list. I'm feeling this list a lot. Like, I don't even quite know what I would change at this point. I feel like I see my bigs so often. I was worried that I would probably have to, like, you know, get rid of something here and make room for 4 bullets, make room for 4 Udas kind of deal, you know, tight beat. I don't know, man. Everything's firing on all cylinders right now. I think it right now it's hard because, like, it's performing so well for me. I do know that the Suru is the change, right? We do know the Suru is the change, and that would impact the game greatly, right? And I didn't even play any games with Suru as my 2K. Perona was just a fun to look at 2K, right? So now we've got the actual Suru that's going to make a huge impact on the game, right? So that's real. And maybe that was the improvement that needed to be made. Outside of that, I mean, you know, we've got our 12 2Ks, we've got things that work with this and that and the other. I mean, it's feeling good. It's feeling really good. I think I just need more testing. I think I need more practice. I think I need more games and, you know, just more reps. But it's a deck that feels like it has answers to a little bit of everything, right? We're going wide. We're going, you know, these threats are big enough threats to, you know, throw off our shanks. Now, while there is no como se dice, gamma knife to thwart our Bonney matchup, it's wild how we got through the Bonnies without it, right? We got through the Bonnies without it. We've always done enough popping in the early mid game. We've always done enough getting rid of their shit, right? I think Douglas Bullet just really pushes it over. Now, again, man, this could be flash in the pan kind of shit, but it was so much fucking fun. And I know we've got such passionate players of Purple Plaque Pluffy. Yeah, you know, I had to share it for the 3,000 subs spectacular. You know, I had to share it. So anyways, very much looking forward to you guys' notes and reactions. And thank you again so much for the support and for the 3,000 subscriptions and for all the daggum members. Thank you guys so much for the support. And let's just keep hooping. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it moving. And let's just have some fucking fun. Dude, smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments, let me know, what are you thinking about this film package, bro? The film, we're making a fucking movie over here, all right? We're making a fucking movie. We got star power, we got all the stars, we got a shit ton of Sanji. Actually, we got a shit ton of Sanji. That's it. It's the Sanji show. It's the Sanji show. That's right. It's the Baby Billy Bible Bunkers, starring Sanji. Anyways, this has been Marauder Music with 3-piece TCG. Big old beard pirates TCG. And yeah, we're gonna catch you in the next one.
Stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.